Important question.
Yep.
As you thought through your outfit for the green carpet tonight, and will it be different now with the new dress code?
I hope it looks cool. I think it looks cool. I got it a couple weeks ago, but yeah, I think it's nice, like especially on the road, just the get to wear comfortable stuff, and when I'm not playing, I'm gonna be wearing some cozy outfits, so it's nice. That's for sure. So.
Are you excited to get out there and get in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It feels weird that we haven't played a home game yet, so it'll be great. I know the building will be awesome, and just excited to get in front of our crowd again.
What went right on the road trip?
I think we, just found different ways to win every night. I think, that's what good teams do is, find ways to win, and two great tests early on in the season. So to be 2-0 and against those two teams on the road, feels like we're starting ahead, which is nice.
How would you assess your first two game performances?
I think I did a lot of good things. I think, I think in the first game, I think we can learn as a team how to, not put ourselves in that situation and, not make games interesting that don't need to be interesting. So I think we all learned from that. And then, last game, Colorado, if you get out of there with a win, no matter how many goals you let in, it feels good. So obviously did some good things there, and now just trying to build on it.
You've got one shootout under your belt already. When you're going into a shootout, how much of it is scouting the guys you're going to see, and how much of it is just instinct?
Yeah, I think I used to look at a sheet of what everyone used to do, and I think that kind of got in my head a little bit almost, and I would be not even reading the play, just kind of, what their tendencies were. So now I just try to, be an athlete and read the play and have fun, and I think I've done pretty well in shootouts since then.
Wallstead had his first shootout last night. Yeah. You just said you got to go with instinct. You can't scout guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these guys are so good. When they come down on you, they got 5 things they're going to do, and they just kind of do what you have open. So it's hard to pre-scout a shootout.
Oshie was kind of the legendary guy that you couldn't read. You never knew what he was going to do, right?
Yeah, I'm happy I never had to face him in a shootout, that's for sure.
When you were at the other end of the ice on Saturday and you heard all the booing as Mikko came out and then he goes in and scores that, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was, obviously, huge goal, and, when you got a guy like that, you expect him to score in a shootout. So, obviously, we needed that goal big time, and he stepped up.
A lot of the guys have talked just about how you all are learning Gully's system, and there's still some kind of kinks to work out. How much does that impact you, what's happening in front of you?
Yeah, I think the only thing that would impact me, I think, is when they do something wrong and then it's a scoring chance. So I think, like I said, I think, they've been doing the same thing for 3 years, so it's going to be hard to just kind of flip the switch. And that's why those 2 wins feel so good, because we, did a lot of things where we didn't want to do them, and we hopefully won't do them down the road, and we still found ways to win. So I think as the next, few games, we'll just kind of smooth it all out, and I think we'll be great, yeah.
It's nice to have freedom to not always carry a suit if you don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
What's the focus for you guys tonight? Obviously, you guys talked about not playing your best games, but you got a chance at home to kind of reset.
Yeah, we got to be better than we did last game. I think we got to play more similar that we played against Winnipeg the first 2 periods or 50 minutes of that game. We were hungry on pucks, and I don't think we had our legs in Colorado. I don't know the reason. I didn't have my legs either. So, but 2 days off now with 1 practice, so should be good on that standpoint.
You guys notice a little more freedom? It feels like you guys are making a lot more plays. Is that something you guys are kind of pushing this year?
Yeah, I think new coaching staff, new system. So maybe that's one of the changes is there's more reads maybe, and breakouts and stuff. That's what Gully wants us to do, and we just gotta execute a little bit better than we did last game. But there's more freedom, I would say. Yeah.
What are you expecting out of the
first home opener you've had to experience in Dallas?
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, really good fans here in Dallas. So I'm excited to see the atmosphere. I'm expecting it's going to be a good one. So yeah, just overall really excited.
Who's going to have the best outfit on the green carpet? If you had to guess.
Gotta go Rope Hintz. You know, he's got a lot of stuff in his closet, probably triple what I have. So I'm expecting good things.
What have your thoughts been on how is Dallas a hockey city in your opinion?
I think so. You know, I think even playing here when I was in Colorado, it was always a tough building to come to. It was always so sell out and loud. You know, Texas kind, you know, rowdy and so it's been good. And I think it's a hockey city. You know, I understand Cowboys are probably the biggest football team in the country, but I think hockey is doing well here in Texas as well. Yeah, I think he's been great. You know, he's very easy to play with. You know, he's easy to read, which I really appreciate as a line mate. And he does all the, you know, not always the flashiest stuff, but he does it so line mates have more room to operate. And just a very overall really good player in both ways.
You have a young guy like Justin Briscovian trying to make himself in the NHL, and he stands up for Miro on Saturday night. What does that do for the locker room?
Yeah, it's, you know, good for him, and we were happy for him, and that's what we need in this team. You know, we need to have that kind of grittiness in our game. You know, and when someone like Miro gets bumped like that, you know, from behind, we don't want to just take it. We want to give it back, and so good, really good for him, and I think he's been really good for us.
I noticed in the first 2 games, you guys have scored quite a few goals interior. You've gotten to the crease. You've done kind of playoff-style goals early. Is that a point of emphasis from Gully that he wants you guys playing that way now, not waiting till the playoffs?
Yeah. You know, we want to get into interior as much as we can. You know, at least most of the goals are scored from there, even in regular season. Obviously, there's flashy plays every now and then, but if you look at the stats, probably more goals are scored there than from the outside. So it's important that we go there early.